Hey guys, welcome back to VW Family Farm. I'm Andrea. Ben's back there behind the camera. And this video is a collaboration with, we were called out by Smith Family Ranch. So y'all go check them out if you haven't. They're a cool channel. Thanks for calling us out. This is about why we raise what we raise. And first off, you probably thought I was going to talk about my cows, but the first thing we're raising, I've heard several people say this lately, but the first thing we're raising is mud. And I don't really know why we're raising it, because it's really getting on my nerves.
And it's deep.
It's deep mud. Y'all know I'm just kidding, but we really do have a lot of mud. I'm actually sinking in mud milking cows. But that's part of winter in the South. It freezes and thaws and freezes and thaws. Okay, I've got one of my...
Are you making more mud?
Yeah, she's making poop mud. Anyway, this is one of my milk cows. She stepped on something, so we're taking good care of her. She's in here getting pampered. And I've got another one of my cows out here. And we mainly raise Jersey milk cows. And the reason we raise them is because their milk is delicious. They have a really high butter fat in their milk. It's just really good milk. That's the reason we raise them. Jerseys have distinct personalities. I have bossy Jerseys and I have submissive ones, and I have friendly ones, and I have ones that want to headbutt me. But I just love them. They have really good personalities. They all have names. These are my girls. I love them. I cry when we have to get rid of one. I get depressed. They're just, I love them so much. I can't even tell you how much. But that's why we raise Jerseys, because their milk is so good. And then another thing that people don't really think about doing, but it's like the best kept secret. A lot of our Jerseys seem like they have bulls, even though we'd like for them to have heifers, because Jersey heifers are worth quite a bit of money for upcoming milking stock. Ours seem to have bulls. But if you take those to just the sale barn, you get like nothing out of them hardly. So we usually hang on to those and steer them. And then that's what we raise for grass-fed beef, or if someone desires us to feed out a steer for them, that's what we do, and you'll get a lot more money than if you just take them to the sale barn. So it's really good meat, maybe a little bit smaller steaks and stuff, but it's super good. A lot of people have commented that they really like our beef, and a lot of it's Jersey. All right, let's go move on.
Another animal that we raise are pigs. This breed is also known as Gloucestershire Old Spot or GOS. I really like this kind of pig. This is the big boar. They're very docile. Their meat is excellent. They've got excellent marbling in them. They're the type of pig that's what I call, or what's been called, a pasture pig. They are a heritage breed from, I think, England. They put them in the orchards to clean up the fruit that fell down. They don't root a whole lot. Now, granted, the teenage pigs, what we call them, fresh weaned pigs, they root a little bit. Sometimes can be a lot, but it also depends on how much you feed them. I mean, we feed our pigs to keep them fat and happy. We raise them in about a 1 acre pen here. It's all barbed wire, does not have any hot wire. We feed them on top of this I-beam. So if you want this type of pig, they're kind of hard to find. These are, what we have are not registered. I've checked out the registered ones, and then the boar on the registered one that I found was about $1,700. We sell ours normally for about $100 a piece at a 8-week-old piglet, but most all of them we keep, because we have got a pretty good customer base built now that we sell pigs already
fed out pigs.
Yeah, fed out pigs already ready to go to the butcher. We even actually haul them to the butcher. All the customer has to do is go pick up their meat after they've told the butcher how to process it.
Because there's a lot of people that want that, but they don't want to raise pigs. So if you can tap into that, it's a great source of income. And if you're going to keep pigs, you're going to have more than you can eat. I don't care if you have a large family. I don't know anyone that's going to be able to eat 20 pigs a year, which is what one sow could easily have.
Unless you separate them and only have her have 1 litter a year. That's one way to do it, but it's
right,
more
but
of a pain.
That still could be
10.
easily 10 pigs, and that's a lot, even for a big family.
Yep.
But anyway, this is hands down our favorite breed. We can't stress that enough.
We've raised a few different breeds. We've raised this one. We've raised
large
blacks. They was all right. We just had a little more problem with them.
Yeah, we liked them, but they had a little trouble for us getting down in their back end, and it was multiple pigs.
Yeah.
So we just, I don't know, we just thought we're getting out of these. But this is hands down our favorite breed, but like Ben told you, it just depends on what you're wanting them for. If you're wanting a rooting pig to till your garden spot, this is probably not the one for you.
They will root, though.
They will root some.
Teenagers especially. And I think any pig will if you spread all their feet on the ground, like one of the things Joe Salatin done, spread the corn in there. The pigs are going to root it up because they're going to smell it. But that's why we don't want
our whole pasture done that way, I guess is what we're saying.
That's why we got these pigs, is because we can turn them out on pasture, and it looks like you've mowed it. They just graze it.
I jokingly said on the live stream the other night, and they made so much fun of me, that they're docile too. They're really tame pigs, and I said our kids used to ride them when they were little just like it was a cow, and they made so much fun of me because they were like riding a cow is a normal thing. Who jumps on and rides a cow? But their dad. But anyway, we have videos, and some of our fondest memories are right out here on this concrete, the kids jumping on these things, and they'll take off running because the pig doesn't know what's on its back.
Yeah.
And the kids are just bouncing up and down until they get thrown off. But they're fun. We love them. Let's move on to the next animal. All right, we're out here by the quail. We got rid of the rabbits, you can see, and we've got quail in here. Some of these are some Emily and I bought earlier in the year, and some are some that Jess and Maya shared with us from Alchemist Farm. We have got some cool looking ones. I love this gray one. I love this one right here. If he'll turn around, he or she.
This one right here.
Yeah, that one's cool too. There's a couple of them like that. Look at this one right here with the white. See it?
White and brown?
Yeah, I like that one. Anyway, we've got some cool looking quail. Don't know yet how far this is gonna go. We've already eaten a batch and they were really good. They lay eggs like crazy. It's crazy how young quail lay eggs, and pretty steady too. So I actually just ordered me some scissors that Jess showed me the other night. They're actually cigar scissors. They have the hole in them. They're supposed to make cutting a quail egg simple as can be. We'll see how that goes. This is just a fun little thing we're doing right now. Don't know how far this is going to go yet, but they sure are cute and fun. All right, next thing is, you can see behind me the red, I think they called them bovine browns. These are the kids' 4-H chickens. They are awesome. It's the best thing we got into. We got into it probably 5 or 6 years ago, I don't know. 4-H around here, you need to check in your area, but you can get involved in something called poultry chain. They will give each 4-H member like a certain number of chickens. It depends on your area and how much money they have, but they give those for free to the kids each year. So we get about 40 each year. They raise them until fair time and have to take 3 back to the fair. The rest are yours to keep.
3 apiece.
3 apiece. They auction those off at the fair to then take that money from the auction and start the whole thing up again the next year. It's to teach kids responsibility and all that kind of stuff. We told them, you've got to buy the feed if you're going to sell the eggs. So they took it and run with it. They've learned a lot of money management from it. It's been a great thing. So we raise those. We will, as long as our kids are at home and still can do 4-H. We will stay in that program. Next thing right over here, as you can see, are sheep.
Sheep and Katie.
Yeah, sheep and Katie's bullying them. Okay, so you can hear the cow or bull across the road bawling at ours, but anyway, these are Katahdin crosses is what I call them. We'd like to get into more like purebred Katahdins that will shed all their hair each year. Some of these held on to some of it, and we might kind of cull those, but this is our second go around with sheep, and we kind of got out of them, but I don't think we'll get out of them again because they have made the most awesome lawnmowers. We've saved so much time, gas money, and everything moving these things around and rotationally grazing them. I don't see us getting out of that, and Katahdins just are our favorite. We just like them. They're pretty, they sell well, they're good to eat, things like that.
What's coming up behind you? Right here.
Stinky goat.
Yeah, how do you like them?
I like the goats. He was raised this dude right here was raised just running around somebody's yard, and they bottle fed him, and he is a spoiled boy, and he wants to rub all over you, and he smells
Thank you.
horrible. But I love goats. I'm a goat person. So I told you on the last video, we traded Jess and Jeremiah over at Roots and Refuge. They were wanting a Nigerian dwarf doeling. So that's where they got Gretchen Wieners, is from us. And then we are getting a Nubian doeling. We're pumped about it this spring. I love Nubians. I told you all that. But their ears, they're so cute. They give good milk. I'm just really excited about it. So that's coming this next year. Let's move on down here, Ben. We're getting down to our last few things I want to tell you about, but this is my chicken flock. I told you that the Bovin Browns are the kids. These are mine and Ben's. I love these things. These are buff Orpingtons that we bought at a feed store. And we've got a few barred rocks, and I think I've got one red one. And there's a buff rooster out there, and he's very nice, because I've got to confess something to y'all. I'm terrified of roosters. Terrified of roosters. And they know it. And they seek me out to flog me. I've been flogged. I've been chased up on a hay bale and had to sit there until Lane came and rescued me a couple years ago.
How did he rescue you?
He shot it and we ate it for supper. But it like freaked out and like attacked me. But anyway, this guy is really nice, so he gets to stay around. But I love these. We started raising these just as our sustainable flock, because these are a dual purpose bird. They are so meaty. They're very heavy if you pick them up. So we're gonna hatch some this next spring. That's why we have the rooster. And we're gonna eat the buff roosters next year and give that a try. Just as an alternative to the Cornish crosses, because who knows? We have to buy the Cornish crosses. What if we can't get them anymore or whatever? So we wanted a more sustainable flock. I'm gonna be adding to this flock. I'm planning to get some olive eggers from Jeff at Bobblehead Homestead. He's raising pullets to sell, or he's gonna be. I'm pumped about that. He's got the ones that lay blue eggs, and then he's gonna cross and make olive eggers. So I'm pumped about that. I'd like to get some Americanas. I have big plans for this chicken flock. I don't know if Ben even knows that yet, but
no.
He does now.
No, he doesn't know that.
All right.
All right, over across the goat pen, you can see I've got 8 beehives. That's one thing I love doing. I love raising honeybees. I love catching wild swarms. I love getting new people into honeybees.
You love talking about bees.
I love honey. I love some more honey.
You have to be rationed.
I love some more honey.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, bees are mine. I mess with all the bees. Lane likes to a little bit. He helps me. But I'm not in my bees a whole lot. I was the first year I got them. Boy, I was in them. It seemed like once a week at least.
You lost sleep if you thought you had hive beetles.
Yeah. I've pretty much let them do what they want to a certain extent. During the early spring when they're going to swarm, I do keep a close eye on them, checking for swarms, doing splits, things like that. But I kind of just let my bees do their thing.
You just let your bees be.
Yeah, pun intended. I let the bees be.
All right, you want to go show them our beef cows?
Yep, let's roll.
All right, guys, so this is our last animal we're going to tell you about today that we raised. I'm sure we forgot some.
Oh yeah, but it's cold.
But it's cold, and we've left the kids working all day. We've been working too, as we've been showing y'all around, but we got to go back and help. So this is our beef cows. We're going to show you. You probably can't see them.
They will in just a second. You keep rolling.
Okay.
I'm going to open the hot wire gate.
If somebody starts to run over me, you better holler.
I'll show you how easy this is.
Yeah, we're letting them into a new paddock. We have mainly black Angus cows, and then we had a red white-faced Hereford bull last year that...
Step over.
Is it on?
Shouldn't be.
A red white-faced Hereford that bred a bunch of our black Angus. So if you're not familiar with cattle, that will make a cute little good-looking black baldy calf, which is what we're going for. We don't have that red white face anymore, but we do have, you're going to see him go through in a minute, we have a black Hereford. Basically we have a black baldy that we're going to be using for a bull. He's still young yet, and we have our Big Daddy Angus bull, gentle as a dog. He'll be coming through in a second. But those are the breeds we raise. We're trying to incorporate the Hereford because Angus can be real high-headed and crazy. So we're trying to breed some of that out of them and get some really tame cows, because we're doing rotational grazing. We've culled a bunch of our crazies. What we have left is pretty calm and sweet cows. That's what we're going for in this type of setup. Our herd is pretty small. We have like 36 head of cattle right now. That includes my milk herd.
There's your Big Daddy.
Yeah, that's Big Daddy. He's been up at the road calling to the girls across the road and rubbing his face in the mud. He's
As y'all just heard just a minute ago.
Yeah, he's been bawling all day, but kind of count as they go through, so we make sure everybody goes through.
All right, I'll get them.
Anyway, we've told you before, but we love cattle. That's my favorite animal. I love cows. I always wanted cows. This is a dream for me. But we are going to be hopefully running someone else's, probably steers. I don't know. Could be cow-calf pairs. Who knows? For a couple years on this rotational grazing field. Ours will have to go back to another pasture across the road. And we're doing that basically to make money, to build up enough capital to, when we want to buy our own herd, we have cash to do it. We don't want any more debt. We don't want to go into debt to buy cows. So that's the plan. That's what we're doing with this beef herd. And that's why we raise what we raise. I thank Smith Family Ranch for calling us out on this collaboration. Y'all go check them out. Thanks for watching. I'm going to help Ben count cows, get back to work. And they're supposed to be 23, so that could be a problem. We'll be seeing y'all. Our next video you'll see is free 90 free, so stay tuned for that. I think it's Clueless Homesteaders this week. Do you know for sure?
I can't remember.
I'm almost 99% positive it is. So y'all can go start checking them out, watching videos, and maybe you'll know the trivia question. Thanks for watching. Get in on last week's trivia question. Go check out Citystead. They're a really good channel. Go check that out and bring back the trivia answer to our channel, and you're entered for a chance to win that goat's milk lotion, which is really good, from Heavenly Dreams. Is that all we got?
Waiting on some more cows to come down there up at the hay.
We'll see y'all later. Thanks for watching. We love each and every one of you, and thank you for watching our channel. Got anything else? No?
Nope.
We'll see you down the road.
God bless.